Yeah, morning folks, how you doing? This is my fourth attempt to go live. I couldn't get a signal, so I'm assuming it's because I was walking there under the canopy of trees. Got loads of green, loads of foliage on the trees. I can't see. I'm going to turn you so you can see where I'm going, but it wasn't. I just needed to reset my phone. I hadn't reset my phone in such a long time, so now it's done. I hope you're having an amazing week. I know I'm early. I wanted to get out and about with the boys before it got too hot. So I was out with Emrys at about 6:15, and I thought I'd walk these and then give them a good hose off when we get home. Hopefully wash off any ticks as well, because we're about to go through a meadow. Let me just flip you around. And this is where we are. So I'm going to head down towards the waterfall as well, so you can see the waterfall. It looks beautiful at the minute. Not much of it. Look at these two munching on the grass. They're going to be interesting poos later. Favourite topic, dog poo. So we are heading over. Where's my finger? There. So I hope, go on dogs, I hope you have had an awesome weekend. I was assessing the instructors over the weekend, and they all did really well. 4 days of assessments, and it was absolutely glorious. It was like this. It was about 20 degrees, 23 on one day. So it was just wonderful, and the Crutherland House Hotel excelled, and you'll surpass themselves. They were brilliant. Hopefully we'll get to see somebody yet today as well, actually. So all good with the instructor front, which is fantastic. And what else have we been doing? I put my harness video kit, my harness article is out this month in Sport and Shooter, talking about how detrimental harnesses are to our dog's movement, which is something I'm very passionate about, and what I've been researching as part of my doctorate. And yeah, they're not great harnesses. Even the non-restrictive ones are restrictive and have an impact on the dog. So you can read all about that in Sport and Shooter this month. Just how they've become very fashionable, and really what we should be doing is training our dogs to walk nicely on a loose lead, rather than putting something on them that's going to inhibit their movement and their gait, especially with puppies. Especially puppies. Harnesses and puppies should not be in the same sentence, let alone putting them on the dogs, on the pups. So what else is happening? I've been doing some videos with little Emrys. He's coming on a treat, really pleased with him. And by popular request, I've done a little video on long line training as well. So I'll put that out at some point this week. I'm just playing catch up from the workshop. This way, boys. I haven't unpacked yet from the 4 days. So that's a job this week. Get everything organised. What else is happening in the dog world? Shared a thing yesterday from the RSPCA. Saying that they've had a dog in kennels for 2 years. 2 years this dog's been in kennels, and he's had lots of behaviour work with them, all positive only, of course. And this dog's still a wreck. Has to take a tennis ball out with it because it gets stressed, so it needs a tennis ball to chew on because it's stressed, and that's not fair. It's not on. We just come through there. It's not on to do that, and if a dog needs some training that isn't necessarily positive only in order to give it a better life, then surely, for goodness sake, that should be what we should be doing to the dog. You know, we should be positive. Is awesome. I'm a positive trainer, but I'm not a permissive trainer. And Dante, leave that. She says she tells her dog off. Dante, you know, we really need to put a bit of common sense back into training. And these organisations like the RSPCA, need to acknowledge the dog for what it is. I mean, look at it. It's a social predator. I mean, look at that. Awesome, aren't you? Awesome. But they don't get each other to do things by waving a bit of food in front of each other, for goodness sake. And if one dog steps out of line in the pack, it's told in no uncertain terms that it's stepped out of line. And so I find this whole positive only thing absolute nonsense. And by the Dogs Trust admission, on the information that they send out, they say you can't do it wrong. We're going to head down there. But I thought I'd show you this beautiful buttercup-filled meadow. You know, they say you can't do it wrong with positive only training, but then in the same paragraph they say, but what you can do is incite aggression in your dog, which is madness, absolute madness. Now, I love this. I absolutely love that. How, make sure I don't get stung by the stingies. How absolutely beautiful is that? You know, where there's a will, there's a way. Life will win. So heading down to the waterfall. Go on, dogs. Don't know if you can hear it or not. It's just swap hands. Holding the phone like this is very good for your shoulder muscles. Go on, Danny. Make sure there's nobody around the corner. I absolutely love this time of year. Everything's all different colour green. You've got all these wonderful shadows. And I can imagine it being absolute heaven for photographers, or hell if you're photographing a black dog. But I can imagine it just being absolutely wonderful time of year for photographers, just all the different colour greens. And good boys. There's not many bluebells around here, I've noticed. Lots of grasses, not many bluebells. Cough it up, chicken. Cough it up, chicken. Come on, let's go. Go on, Spud, off you go. So this is my favourite little walk, coming through the copse. So blessed. Good boy, Spud. I normally put retrievers down in here. Morning, Leslie. Yeah, I normally put retrievers down in here. And so Spud's like, have you put one down? Have you put one down now? What about now? Have you put one down now? Have you? Have you? And what somebody, which I think is really lovely, has done is they painted little fairy doors on the trees. Isn't that sweet? People can be so incredibly kind. Go on. Leave that, Dante. Stand and do a little 360 and then take you down to the waterfall. Morning, Neil. I hope you have a fab week too. It's certainly looking as if it's going to be amazing. We've got weather like this every day this week. And then it'll probably be snowing next week, you know, not in Scotland. But let's make the most of it. And I'm going to tip you up. Hopefully I won't blind you. But it's so beautiful, the sun just coming through the trees there. Good boys. Come on in. I haven't put anything down, Spud. Come on. Come on. Morning, Steve. So this is the waterfall. You can hear, hopefully you can hear it. I don't know how much you can see it through the foliage. Let's see if I can get. There we go. And Dante. Done, Spud. Just change. Whatever you're doing today, have an amazing day and have an amazing week. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.